We got to talk about it. Wait for y'all to come up in the room. Oh, Lord. I have to drink a Red Bull because the tea that came across my desk, we definitely got to talk about it. When I tell you some tea came across my desk, we're going to read it on the show. Hey. We're definitely going to read it on the show. Waiting for y'all to come on in here. What's up, Kimberly? When I tell you I got some tea, I got some tea. What in the world we going to talk about it? I see y'all in here. I see Jess in here. Kimberly in here. Okay. So I really want to, the first time before we get into our TT, the first subject that I want to talk about is it Chico? Chico DeBarge. Now, you know that DeBarge family had a lot of crazy stuff going on with the DeBarge family. They white daddy molested half of the family, even half of them. They got into the drugs. Um, just a whole lot of stuff that's been going on. A whole lot of stuff. And he got arrested for the drugs. Okay? Got arrested for the drugs. And I'm really praying for the DeBarge family. They went through a lot, but you gotta understand, like, you go through a lot through your childhood, but once you become grown, you cannot be coming out here um selling drugs and do all type of crazy stuff that he's doing. But I do feel for the family because they daddy did a lot of stuff to them. Molested them in the attic, in the basement, the sister, the brothers, they went through a whole lot. And it was one of the movies that I was watching on TV1. They did on one of the DeBarges, and he went through a whole lot. The beatings, it's just a whole lot. And I watched that movie and I said, "This is crazy." That family went through a lot, and they did a lot of the drugs and stuff. They did a lot of the drugs. Oh yeah, with Bobby. Thank you. With Bobby, and they did a whole lot of stuff. When I tell you, I was watching that. And I was like, because they did, he did a whole lot of stuff to them. And I was like, you know what? When you go through a whole lot of stuff, it's just crazy. Because when I go through stuff through my childhood, it affected me as an adult. But thank God I didn't get on drugs. Glory to God. Glory to God. Glory to God. I didn't pick up no drugs. I didn't pick up the bottle, the alcohol. I just picked up food. I love to eat. But I didn't pick up them bad habits like the drugs and alcohol because I went through a lot of stuff in my childhood. But I am praying for the DeBarge family because I'm like, this is really, really crazy. Because he was doing good. He was performing. He had an album, but this was back in the 80s and the 90s. And a lot of times, once you ain't making no money, then that's when all the crazy stuff happens. Okay, once you ain't making no money, that's when all the crazy stuff happens. Because you ain't making no money. And I'm just keeping it real. Now, I am praying for him. I am praying for him, but you can't be out here selling drugs because like they be on top of stuff. And I don't want to say people that be trying to sell drugs. Like they got the DEA, they got the CIA, they got the FBI, they got all these entities that can arrest you. So it's not even cool to even sell drugs. I remember back in the day you could do it because you had the Colombian plug, you had the Mexican plug, but now trying to sell now, it's like you're gonna get caught, especially when you are a celebrity. When you are a celebrity, you could really get caught. When you a celebrity and you trying to sell drugs, just like with Fetty Wap, when he was trying to sell drugs, he got caught. That man had one eye and thought he was gonna get away with selling drugs. Now, mind you, if you got two eyes, you can get caught. But this man had one eye trying to sell the drugs and got himself in a whole lot of trouble. And I'm like, what the world is going on? Like, why are you trying to sell a rock and you ain't even got two of your eyeballs? You know the DEA got him. And I could just tell him the one eye bandit. I'm just being real. They can just really call him the one eye bandit. Okay, he was running out of money. The same thing with this whole Chico DeBarge. When you run out of money, you just start just trying to sell drugs. You try to get into the drugs, try to buy drugs. You try to do all type of crazy stuff, but you're going to get caught. Because when you do stuff like that, you're going to get caught. Somebody said in here, give me a second. Somebody said, I'm gonna read what they said. Is this clickbait, Wiley? No, just keep watching. We're gonna get it together. Wiley, didn't you try selling when you was younger? No, I couldn't do it. I tell too much people business. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I tell too much business. I can't be up there trying to sell no drugs. I ain't gonna be successful in it. I'm gonna be trying to tell on people. I'm like, oh yeah, this person doing this person doing that. I ain't gonna, man, please. I'm too scared to be doing all that type of stuff. I'm too scary. I would love to have the money, but I'm too scary. I'm too nervous. I got a little jerk, a little twitch, a little jerk. I couldn't do that. No, not me selling no drugs. No, sir. No, ma'am. I can't do that. Not me. I am not selling no drugs. That's something I cannot do. Absolutely not. Okay. And let's talk about it. So it's a lot of stuff that's going on, you guys. Then I was reading, Lord have mercy, about Beyonce, and I love Beyonce. But why in the world would Beyonce have her team members have her unreleased music or set list, future set list? Why would you have it in the car in Atlanta, knowing that they busting car windows? That's what I want to say. That why would you even have something that special in the car? Like that's crazy to me. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, Tiffany, I probably said it in a joking matter that I was selling drugs for a week back in the day when I was younger. That's probably when I was doing my comedy. But no, I ain't never sell no drugs, honey. I can't do that. The only thing that I would sell is Doritos, cheese and meat, hot flamers, cheese and meat, icy cups, hot dogs, hamburgers, baby back ribs, all type of stuff. But I'm not out there just trying to sell no drugs. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But Atlanta, it's crazy because you get in your car that people get to rob your car. They do stuff like that. So I don't even know why her team members will even have that stuff in a car like that. That's crazy to me. That's really, really crazy. That is crazy. Y'all, when I tell you I got some tea, hallelujah. They say, okay, hello, because I know that was a story I once up. Yeah, it's like when I do like story time. But no, I don't be selling no drugs. No, no, ma'am, no, sir. That ain't for me. That ain't my life. That ain't in my ministry. That ain't my ministry. Yes, Mark did get robbed in Metro Atlanta. Absolutely. Absolutely. And when you up there in Atlanta, they be looking for cars to like rob and stuff like that. They be doing all type of stuff. All type of stuff. Ms. Barbara said this is all promo set up so people could be out looking for the music. That's cloud chasing. Nobody robbed her. She wanted to get robbed. Pure setup, distraction. That's what Miss Barbara said. The one that fried chicken for Reverend Al shot. The one that was fried chicken from Rapidash Chocolate, Miss Barb, the one and only. Um, she didn't let me. She didn't let me come after you like I'm going to donate. Head Twitch page. Don't do. Let me make an example. Also, okay. If you want to make some Beyonce so runs to have unreleased music in a car in Atlanta, yes, it's crazy. Hey, Wally, what do you think about Malago having to provide her password to her lawyers tomorrow? She have to do it. You know, you listen. She did all that stuff. She got to do it. That's crazy. She got to do it. That's crazy. But she did all that stuff. She did all that lying. She definitely did all that lying. Okay. So then I was reading that Rock Nation was going to sue Storm Monroe. That Storm Monroe was in contact with with that Perez girl, the CEO of Rock Nation, and they pretty much told Storm, if you do videos on us, we're gonna shut down your platform. We're gonna sue you. So Storm got scared. Okay, Storm got scared, and he said, well, I'm not even gonna put it out. Please don't sue me because I'm scared of lawsuits. This is something I'm just let me live my life. I do not want to. He really got scared not to put it out because they said they was going to sue him. That's exactly what they said. So Storm was going to say and say, no, I'm not going to put it out and all type of stuff. And now, mind you, I remember it was a person, Corey Hardrick, neighbor reached out to him first, and they did an interview about Corey Hardrick, and Storm got scared because Corey Hardrick said he was going to sue. And so they came to Wiley. They came to me. The neighbor came to me, and I said, "Of course, I put it out there. We ain't got no lawsuit." F Corey Hardrick, and then Corey Hardrick had blocked me on Instagram. He went on and blocked me. So I said, "F that. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put it out there." The nosy neighbor, and she put it out there, said that he had teenage boys in his house, allegedly, all type of stuff. And I said, I'm gonna go out and put it out there. Like, well, okay, what's the see? I'm like, let's put it out. And then Storm came out, and then he started being shady towards me, saying how many views it got. It ain't got that many views. My video would have had more views than him. But you got scared, and then I want to put it out. And I said, hey, I'll put it out. Why are you scared? Just put it out there. So I went on and I put it out there, and the woman had a whole situation. Okay, so I said, listen, I'm gonna put it out, and now we interviewed the lady, and it got a decent amount of views, and we had her on the show, and she was a nosy neighbor. Now she's not even doing that now. I'm like, the last time I saw her doing something was like years ago. She's not even on YouTube. None of that. She's not even on YouTube. So a whole lot of stuff going on. Now, hold on, where's my phone at? Now, I was mad at my own business. An anonymous source reached out to me concerning Denied. Anonymous source had reached out to me concerning Denied. Give me a second. And this is what they said. The real reason Denied is crashing out and going after every. Hold on, let me hold on, let me get it together. Hold on. The real reason Denied is crashing out and going after everyone is because he is homeless. He is no longer living at, they gave me the address, they gave me the apartment number. He played with his abused ex partner, Brian, a white man who was in the Push It Out video with Danny Robinson has on her website, I can't, I can't.com. When Donat went to Brazil, he was already being evicted by Brian, who was trying to get away from him and his abusive ways. Donat did so many evil things to Brian, including harassing his family and employment. Donat ran to Brazil pretending to have a fiance there, who Lady T showed everyone didn't want him. This is all real, true tea from someone who knows. Now he got himself into a bit of a spot. He is staying in a hotel, pretending to be at the same apartment, which he is not. So he says that you were homeless, sweetheart. He is homeless and crashing out. Donat is a true narcissist and a psychopath. He never feel love or truly give it. I believe God is a healer and can heal all. But you have to want it. Donat is demon possessed and has been for a long time. He's actually crying out for help. If you listen to what he said today on his live, he said, "I wish I wasn't beautiful, because if I were, then you all would say, how dare do all this? Remember, Lucifer was the most beautiful angel." Danny website is I can't.com. Now, we tried to get on the website, but you have to register to get on the website. But this person is saying that Donat is homeless. First of all, I'm homeless in Vegas, and I'm not going to make fun of Donat being homeless. But it makes sense of why he's crashing out. Because I'm like, why is he not going home back in LA? Like, why is he still trying to stay in New York and cover the case? And why is he not back home with his people? I'm like, what in the world's going on? So I'm not going to trash him for being homeless in the Los Angeles, California area, because it is sad. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm homeless. I'm trying to get on my feet right here in Vegas. And why is he crashing out? So this anonymous source sent this to me today, and I said, this is crazy. So a lot of people was saying, like, he has been crashing out lately, he has been cussing out people lately, and this whole thing with Brian, he allegedly was beating on the man, harassed him at his job, doing all type of crazy stuff, and he was just doing all this weird stuff. So I'm like, is this really serious? And I'm like, is the not really, really homeless? Now the only reason to prove my source wrong is to go live in your apartment, show us the apartment, not no green screen, not no edit stuff, like show us the apartment so we can see if you really not homeless, like, or so homeless. So I was really, when I heard about it, I said this could be something. That he's really, really been crashing out. And people are saying that he's homeless. Now, mind you, when he found out I was homeless, he dragged me on his platform. He said I'm living under the bridge. He said I'm living on Skid Row. That's exactly what he said. And he said I was trash. And he was making fun of the Walmart video. He was making fun of the library video. He was doing all this weird stuff. So I could easily on here and try to dog him out. But I said I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to I'm just gonna just report the news because this was given to me today. Well, about the not crashing out. I'm gonna read it again to you guys from what my source sent me. I'm gonna read it again. Bear with me. I'm gonna read it again so y'all can hear. So y'all people that are just joining in, so I can hear it. Okay, here we go. The real reason Denai is crashing out and going after everyone is because he is homeless. They put homeless in capital letters. He is no longer living at such and such, such and such. He played with his abused ex-partner Brian, a white man who was in a push it out video that Danny Robinson has on her website. I I can't um I can't I think it's can't.com. I believe that's the website. When Denat went to Brazil, he was already been evicted by Brian, who was trying to get away from him in his abusive ways. Denat did so many evil things to Brian, including harassing his white family and employment. Denat ran to Brazil pretending to have a fiance there, who Lady T showed everyone didn't want him. This is all real true tea for someone who knows. And now he has got himself in a bit of a spot. He is staying in a hotel, pretending to be at the same apartment, which he is not. So he said that you were homeless, sweetheart. I said, sweetheart, he is homeless and crashing out. Denat is a true narcissist and psychopath. He can never feel love or truly give it. I believe God is a healer and can heal all. But you have to want it. This person said this, quote, Denat is a demon possessed and has been for a long time. He's actually crying out for help. If you listen to what he said today on his live, he said, I wish I wasn't beautiful. Because if I was, then you would all would say, how dare you do all this? Remember, Lucifer was the most beautiful angel. And they said, Danny website is I can't.com. That is the website in that situation. So, um, that's what they say, and they say that he is homeless. That's exactly what they're saying. And I'm giving my opinion about the whole situation. I think it's sad because I don't want anybody to be homeless. It's not a good feeling. Speaking from existence, I mean from experience, it's not a good feeling at all. But they have put it out there that Denai is homeless and that he's staying in hotels, and they can be very expensive. And it's very sad, because LA is very expensive. LA is very expensive. And in LA, it's like a lot of homeless people in LA. Like LA is very expensive, and it's hard to get back on your feet. It's very expensive. So we saying it's that. And I said the last time I seen of the night, he was staying. He was like in New York. You know what I'm saying? Staying at some type of place, trying to get, trying to cover the case and everything. And even the person said in the video, they were saying that the source also said that he was obsessed with Armand and obsessed with all these other YouTubers and stuff. And what he should have did was to say, hey, Armand, I really need your help. Is there any way that you can help me, like rent out a room and we can help and I can stay there with you and all this type of stuff. But that's what they said. They said that he is homeless. That's what the source saying with it because he said he beat his ex, Brian, beat him up, and the ex kicked him out. So obviously, because I really thought that Denai had his own place. I didn't know if he was actually living with someone. I didn't know that at all. So I'm like, what? I'm like, what? And then he was saying that YouTube owe him $15,000. If this is true that he is homeless, then yes, he do need that $15,000. Yes, he do need that $10,000. If you literally saying that you really need it, with your tens of thousands of dollars, his supporters give him big bucks. I'm like, but where are you doing with the money? Like, you could easily get an apartment for $15,000. You could be like, well, I could just go on and move to Dallas or move to Vegas and get an apartment. Like, what's the reason? And then a lot of times too, a lot of people can't get apartments because of their record. They be having felonies on their record and stuff like that. They said that he was abusive, that Denat was abusive with Brian. That's what the source said, that reached out to me. They was abusive with our partner, and that he's homeless. And I'm like, what the world's going on? I'm like, why are you not getting it together? Okay. And easily, what the knock should do is like, be transparent. If you homeless, let the people know, and then you may have people that will come and help you and be like, hey, I'll help you out. I'll help you out. Because I could tell them some resources here in Vegas that I came across and everything. They said I ran across this channel today. He was definitely talking about you. I kept it moving. As much hurt and hate said you have to pray for others. Hopefully he will seek help. And I'm definitely praying for him. I'm definitely praying for him and stuff like that. Cause like he was like dogging me in the videos, but like if you really homeless, just let your audience know and then raise the money. Just let your audience know if it is true. But the only way to prove it wrong is to go live in your apartment and show your apartment and stuff like that. But yeah, this person did reach out to me and said that he was homeless. They reached out to me today, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go live and talk about it. I'm gonna have to go live and talk about it. It's something." Literally said that on and said that this man is homeless. And I do not want him to be homeless. Like, who want to be homeless? Like, that's not a good feeling. Like, I've been homeless like almost a year. It is not a good feeling. Trying to get back on my feet, trying to get the page back up and everything. I did not visit the site because you have to register the site. You have to register to verify. You have to like register to get on the site, and I didn't do that because I'm like, why not just make the site public? So to do that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reach out to Danny Robinson, and somebody can send me her information, and I can reach out to her today. And if anybody have her phone number, you can reach out to me today and give your thoughts. Okay. Excuse me. Let me give y'all the website again. Give me 1 second. The website is I can't.com. That's the website. And if anybody want to call in and give their thoughts about this, you can call in at my number here. My moderators, can y'all post my number here, and y'all can post my number. Give me a second. Y'all can post the number in here. Give me 1 second. Where's the number? The number is 702-355-9581. That is 702-355-9581. And you can give your thoughts. Again, that's 702-355-9581. If you want to come on camera, you can click on the link, that product cabinet, and you can come directly on camera and you can talk to me or you give your thoughts. Okay? So if you want to call in, that is the number. That we can call in. And again, we would love to reach out to the night and to see if these are true. And I'll reach out to them and see if it's true or stuff like that. I don't know if we still follow each other on Instagram, but I'll reach out to them and see like, hey, bro, and I can tell them the resources here in Vegas because they do have resources here in Vegas if you like homeless stuff to get you off the street. And I can I can tell him like different resources and stuff that I've learned. If he want to hear from me, he probably don't want to hear from me. He probably think I'm trash. Probably think that because I heard today that he was dragging me and all that type of stuff. And he could just really come on out and give their thoughts because I would love to hear from him and everything. But yeah, that's the number. If you want to call in, that is the number. Okay, I gave y'all the number. That's the number you could call in. But it is sad though. It is sad. But if you living with somebody, you can't be beating on the person if it's true. Now this is all alleged. This is all alleged. You can't be beating on a person. This is literally all alleged. You can't be beating on a person and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay with you rent free," and then start hitting you against the washer dry. You can't do that. You got to treat people with dignity and respect. I'm just saying. You can't be like, "Well, I'm gonna beat up the person and stuff like that." Needs to live up on them. No, you can't do that. And somebody letting you stay with them, you got to treat them with dignity and respect. I'm just saying. You got to treat them with dignity and respect. Definitely. And so when I heard about it, I said, if this is really true, I'm like, what the world's going on? Like, you really got to get it together. And I said, hey, I'm going to go on the live. I'm going to chit chat with my audience about it and see what they have to say about it. But what's y'all thoughts about it? If y'all have any thoughts, let me know. He said he lost. It turned out he didn't have no respect for nobody. That is what Miss Barbara said. If that's really Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara, put on your wig and come on the live. It says this is why he keep posting about a fake arrest warrant. I don't know. He was posting about that. Call in and let me know. I don't know because I don't watch his channel like that. I'm not on StreamYard. You come live on YouTube, Miss Barbara. You just got to click on the link. Try to post the link so Miss Barbara can click on there if she want to come on. If she want to come on, yes. They said, well, he must got that D of gold. He was in that apartment for a while. Let me pin it. So if y'all want to come on directly on YouTube, just click on the link and you can come on. Wow. I'm just giving, listen, I'm just a reporter giving the news and stuff like that. I don't want to see nobody homeless. So don't be saying, oh, Wiley was making fun of you being homeless, stuff like that. Wiley was not. I don't want to see that. But I've also want to say this, you shouldn't be putting hands on nobody either. I'm also saying that as well. You should not put hands on nobody when if you live with them. If they give you room and board and food and shelter and all that, you should not put your hands on. First of all, you shouldn't put your hands on anybody. Like, that's crazy. Especially if you in need of a place, you should not. So what if you got the D of gold, you got that good D, you should not be putting your knuckles on people. Because if they put you out, then you got to go out there and struggle and look for a place to stay. Now, whoever sent me this information knew exactly where he was living at. Posted that man address of Brian's address. I'm not gonna put the address out there. That's why I'm keeping that anonymous. Literally post the man address. And I really thought Deny had his own place. I didn't think he was staying with somebody. Wow. But when they posted to me, when they sent it to me, I said, "This is crazy. You can't be doing this." And people were trying to take up for Deny, but they said Deny got a nasty attitude. Is this the person who tattooed his name on their neck? I don't know. But whoever this is, have been reaching out to people. And I said, well, I'm going to report on my page, because you know what I'm saying? We neutral in here. And many people say, oh, I thought Denai was cool with you, but Denai was still trashing me. How you cool for somebody you still trashing? So I post the number and then I'm gonna read it again to the people in here. I'm gonna have to read it again to the people in the back. I'm gonna read it again. It's not the one who donated all the money. Listen, whoever sent this to it definitely reached out to me. I said, "Wow, let's read it again." The real reason the knot is crashing out and going after everyone is because he is homeless. He is no longer living at blah 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 blah. He played with his abused ex-partner Brian, a white man who was in the Push It Out video that Danny Robinson has on her website. Y'all can confirm this. Y'all can watch the website. Y'all can let me know if it's on there. I can't.com. When Danny went to Brazil, he was already being evicted by Brian, who was trying to get away from him in his abusive ways. Hello? Okay, yeah, you got to be on the background so they can hear you. Let me know if y'all can hear the caller, because I know it's low. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead. Oh, it's kind of low. Is this Miss Barbara? It's low. I can't hardly hear you. It's low. No, I don't have the string y'all up. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because it's like low. Hold on, y'all. Let me finish. Let me finish reading because Miss Barbara's trying to come on, but it's low on her end. So you have to click on the link so you come on directly to YouTube. It said it's so Danny Roberts, I can't.com. When Denat went to Brazil, he was already being evicted by Brian, who was trying to get away from him in his abusive ways. Denat did so many evil things to Brian, including harassing his family and employment. Denat ran to Brazil pretending to have a fiance there, who Lady T showed everyone didn't want him. This is all real true tea from someone who knows. Now he has gotten himself in a bit of a spot. He is staying in a hotel pretending to be at that same apartment, which is not. So he says that you were homeless, sweetheart. He is homeless and crashing out. Denat is a true narcissist and a psychopath. He can never feel love or truly give it. I believe God is a healer and can heal all, but you have to want it. Denat is demon possessed and has been for a long time. He's actually crying out for help. If you listen to what he said today on his live, he said, I wish I wasn't beautiful. Because if I were, then you all would say, dare you do all of this? Remember, Lucifer was the most beautiful angel, and Danny website is I can't.com. That is the website. I don't know if y'all can verify on y'all end, but if you try to click on the website, you have to like register, and she have to approve you as a user and all of that. So y'all can definitely see all that type of stuff. But that's what was sent across my desk. And again, I'm not making fun of him trashing people because I mean he gets in beefs with all YouTubers. Let's just go down the list. He gets it. It's this Miss Barbara again. Hello? No, it's not. It's real. It's real low, Miss Barbara. It's real low. Yeah, it's real low. So just listen to the show. Okay, he gets into it with a lot. He gets into it with a lot of people. Let's go down the list. He got into it with AT2. He got into it with Danny Robinson. He got into it with Armand Wiggins. He actually tried to run up on Armand Wiggins. He got mollywopped with the liquor. He got into it with me. He got into it with Tisa. He got into it with Neek. He got into it, and he said, when I come on to YouTube, he said a Russian, listen to me, people, told him to beef with the YouTubers to get in the algorithm, to get cool with him, and then beef with him. That's how you get known on there. He got into it with Gene Deal. Now, recently, I was watching this on his platform. He called, though, the courthouse security called him, and he got on the platform and he was trashing and crying to the police, to the security, saying that Gene Deal beat him up. Now, when we reported that Gene Deal beat him up, he said, "Oh, Wiley, that's a lie. Y'all listen to Secret Service Sam and all this crazy stuff." And then he decided to just report Gene Deal to the thing. So it's a lot of stuff that he's going on. As Barbara said, he said he's going to sell content created packages to show people how to make money on YouTube. BS. He's going to show people how to lose like him. Now, mind you, he was done with YouTube, but then he went back on YouTube and he said he want to get on Twitch. You got to understand, in order to make money on Twitch, you really have to be consistent on Twitch, post every day on Twitch, and really do the lives on Twitch to really get people to watch you on Twitch. It's a battle to get people to watch you on Twitch. So it's not easy to go on Twitch and to watch on Twitch. Like, you really have to post on there every day, being consistent to actually watch on Twitch. Yes. So that's what he said. So he said he can't keep a channel way back, but he was really going through it. And then when he lost the channel, I knew it had to be something financially, because when he said Storm took his channel down, because he was talking about Storm, he was playing Storm content. And I said, well, I knew it had to be something financial, because he kept doing these clips of videos saying that YouTube owed him $15,000. Then he said another one, $25,000. He was always changing. But we do know a bare minimum of 15 grand. He said that YouTube actually owe him. Yeah, that YouTube actually owe him. And he's been reporting on him. So the last time I went on his Twitch, I think he had like 66 people watching on his Twitch. So if you really want to grow the Twitch, you just got to be consistent on Twitch and try to get in contact with the creators over there. Constantine, it's another girl that I watch on there. DDG, watch DDG on there. Really try to get in contact with all the people over there, and try. Ray J, I think Ray J now is on Twitch. I think Nicki Minaj is trying to get on Twitch. So Twitch is where it's at. When Armand was on his Twitch. Armand did his Twitch right before he went to Diddy. He would go on Twitch, and I went on Armand Twitch a couple of times. It was fun. We was kikiing and we was talking about malograms. We had a good time, but it takes consistency to actually get on Twitch. Now, I'm gonna say it again. I'm not making fun of Denai being homeless, because I'm homeless here in Vegas. So I'll be stupid to make fun of him. But I will report on what ran across my desk about the situation, because I'm like, I don't want nobody else to break the story then. I'm like, if you send it to me, I'll break the story and we'll talk about it. But I will have to have a conversation with Danny Robinson and to be like, is this true? Because this could be somebody on Danny Robinson's team that's sending out to the bloggers saying all this type of stuff. But I really am praying, and let me also say this: I really am praying for him that he gets shelter, because it's not easy, and I'm praying that he can keep the hotel and everything like that. I'm praying for that too. I'm just praying for that too. I'm praying that this is all a rumor, that it's not true, because it's really not good to be homeless. Like, it's too hot to be homeless now. It ain't good to be homeless anytime. But I'm just giving y'all my thoughts. Um, the fickle minded talk about you like a dog. Today, his problem, but baby, the devil just put him in the piece of hell. That's what Ms. Barbara said in there. The fickle minded too. So I'm just giving y'all a thing. Like, they reached out to me and I said, hey, I'll report on it. I'll talk about it and see what he had to say. But it's rough. But you can't be, when I'm saying, you can't be out here trying to abuse people. Hello? I'm just saying, but it's still low. They can't hear you. That's why I told you to click on. I can't. The audience can't hear you. I can hear you, but the audience can't hear you, Miss Barbara. What you have to do, Miss Barbara, will tell you. Click on the link that Prada have. That Prada. Click on that link that Prada me have, and then you can come on because you love. Yeah, that's how the thing is. You don't have to get mad. You ain't got to cuss you out, Miss Barbara. We love you. Oh, okay, he came for you today. So come on YouTube. So we're gonna talk about it, because I pinned a comment on there. and everything. Prada, can you come on here and let's see if it works? Maybe if to see let's see if it works. Can you click on the link? Let's see if we can get Prada to click on the link and see if it works. Because I like this. This directly it brings you on. All the link doesn't work if you on mobile. Really? So the link is only for people that's on a computer? I thought it worked if you click on if you got the mobile phone. I thought because I'm on a mobile phone. It only work on mobile. They say, hey, Wiley, glad to see you on the grind again. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Because I'm like, it took me a while to get like a private room. So no, I won't be dragging it out, but I will be watching other YouTubers and see what they got to say about it, and be like, oh, what they got to say about it, because I'm not in a position to drag. Oh, you trying to use your computer? You use your mobile. You calling me? You ain't got no mobile phone, Miss Barbara? You ain't got no mobile phone? Lord bless her, right then and there. That's Reverend Al Sharpton cook. She be cooking fried chicken for Reverend Al Sharpton out there in Ithaca, New York. Y'all know Miss Barbara. She put on her good wig. So you gotta come and use your mobile phone. I mean, you should have a mobile phone. You ain't calling me on no landline. Yeah, you ain't calling me on no landline. Let's see if this works. Okay, it works on a mobile phone.
I don't know why she lying. Why are you lying, Miss Barbara? All she do is lie. Get up in people chat and lie.
She said that Denat was talking about her today.
He probably was.
And then they said Denat was talking about me today. I don't know. I can't confirm that because I didn't watch it. But he did talk about me a couple of days ago, if I'm not mistaken. Prada, did he talk about me a couple of days ago?
He
A
did.
couple of other YouTubers he talked about. But today I'm not going to drag him because I'm like, I'm not in the space to drag him and stuff like that. Because I'm learning not to drag people that's homeless because you never know when you will have to lose everything and be homeless. But I will say that, do you think, okay, let's just say these rumors are true that Denat is homeless. Let's say he's homeless. Do you think he should come out to his audience and let his audience know?
Yes, because I thought the purpose of having a platform and having somewhere for you to create your own community of people who listen to you and what you have to say and your opinions, I thought that was the whole point. I thought the point was to be honest with your people. That's why you have the people, right? Because I know that you're honest with us.
Facts.
So I'm not really understanding. And then it's also kind of troubling how it seems like all of his supporters who he like gets close to or kind of close to, he falls out with them and it's always their fault. And now this person is sexually harassing him and all this other stuff and they're stalking him. It's just like, bro, what do you have going on? Like you're
I,
always in some type of like self-created trouble. Now, don't get me wrong, because things do happen in life, but to me, it seems like he puts himself in these situations, and it's just confusing. Like, what do you have going on? What's going on? Do you need help? Like, what's happening?
and I told him, I said, I think you need mental help. I think that you need to go see a psychiatrist and get on some type of meds because he was doing lives, hours lives. He was crashing out against people because you when you on YouTube, you can't think people are always against you and stuff like that because you just can't. Because when you on this platform, there will be people talking about you, and if you can't handle it, then you don't need to be on YouTube. See, I can really handle it now because I take my meds. I'll be like, oh, child, that don't get to me. Or when they come in the chat, when we try to talk about my eye, easy, I hit that block button so quick. We keep the show going. Either Tasha hit it, Prada hit it, or Deborah hit it, or Deidre hit it. Somebody gonna hit that block button, and you ain't gonna be able to post at all
Facts.
because we don't play no games. But I will say this though: do you think Denat is abusive?
I don't know him to make that claim, but based on his behavior, I could probably assume yes. The way that he showed up to that Zeus event, stalking Armand, looking for him, wanting to hurt him, the way he was on the internet, dragging you last year, talking about he was going to come to your meet and greet in Vegas and all this other stuff and crash. He was going to beat you up. And we were telling him we were going to call the FBI. It's like, sir, like clearly you do have some type of abusive tendencies.
I heard that
Miss
right
Barbara,
then and there.
shut up. Shut up, Miss Barbara. I was joking. Okay. Shut up before you get blocked. Okay. Do not start twisting and turning
I want to
up
know
in
how
this
did Miss
chat.
Barbara find after that because we haven't talked to Miss Barbara since she said I should be in prison for the rest of my life.
Talking about some I know I must have been hearing things, girlfriend. Wait right there for me. I'm waiting, Miss Barbara. The fuck, put on your wig and come on up. Somebody
Oh
scared me.
Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. But have anybody checked or denied to see if these rumors are true? Because hold on, let me see if he went live today. Because he had got another page. I mean, the other page, he been had that other deny page. So he was posted on there. He was posting on Mount Wiggins T on there. Let me see. Let me double check. Let me see that he go live today. I'm just trying to get my reasonings. Hold on, the TMZ.
Sweet say he put a picture of you on his channel.
Because I'm like, why is he coming against me so much? Because ever since I made up with Armand did, and I has been on my neck and was getting mad. But I'm like, you cannot control who I make up with. You can't control it. Let me see. I'm going on his page and see that he posts something on there. Hold on. Because
Darcy
then
said, "Not Nat be broken, crashing out."
like, because you'll crash out too. Like, because I know he was looking for his other thing. Oh no, he went live. Hold on, let me see.
But if you have a platform for people to send you money, then why not say, "Hey guys, so this is going on and I need some money. Can you help?"
And I definitely believe he's going through something mentally because that have to be draining and going through. I can see. I know other people probably say they can't see it, but I can definitely see it. Make sure y'all like the video when y'all come up and double tap the screen. It is so easy. Yes, he went live 4 hours ago. 4 hours ago. Then he said, "Did the Wiley Show op up with She Didi, aka a predator?" What? What? What is he talking about?
Oh my God. Okay, so when I asked you about if the person who sent that to you was the person who got his name tattooed on their neck, that's what I was talking about. I guess that's what he refers to this person as.
What? Well, I don't know, because I didn't see what nobody. This
Um,
run across my desk today, or unless Deny is emailing people this himself to be talked about. I don't know
Quiet
because
Storm, I wish she hurry up. Talking about
this
some weight
person.
right there. Okay, waiting.
Let me see, because I don't know the Wallace. I really don't know. Did he said the Wiley Show went viral for teaming up a Houston, Texas, tearing up a Houston, Texas library. Look at this. See.
No, Miss
It was
Barbara,
him.
Apple does not work.
He been a
Get
follower
Android.
of Talking on My Wiggins. Only managed to collect 36,000 subscribers past SK. He been stuck on YouTube around September 11th, 2024. He said the Wiley Show contacted FBI and Las Vegas police to report himself. Um, the Wiley Show took off his clothes and banned from the Los Angeles Strip. Then he said, for some reason, the Wiley Show is up in my Kool-Aid, want to spit false narrative. I can't control someone else said, but let me give you all the fact you are looking for, sir. I'm like, what is he talking about? And it looked like he's not even sleeping because I'm like, he just coming against people and all this type of stuff. Like, what in the world is going on? But this, so he said this yesterday, and I didn't watch it. I will have to see what he have to say, and I'll watch it and I'll talk about it on the channel. But I guess he probably was responding when I was saying about Gene Deal. But he accused you of being SA by your uncle. See, did you see this stuff that these people?
Wow.
Lord mercy, Jesus. I don't know
Help
why is
him,
he coming.
Lord.
I don't know why is he coming towards me today or yesterday. Because we are definitely not making fun of people of being homeless. Definitely, but I will say this: it is sad if you beat up a white man because you got to be careful beating up people. Period. But beating up somebody white because they bruise easily. If it is true, this Miss Barbara again. Miss Barbara, I'm gonna have to send you the link, and so you can click on the link, Miss Barbara. Okay, but you have to wait till Pride to get off for you to click on the link to get on.
No, no, no. Put her up to the thing because she gonna try to get on here and talk shit. Now I need to talk. Let me speak with her. What?
You can't hear her. She talking now. You can't hear her.
What she said? With her broke ass.
You ain't gonna better hear her. That's because it's real low. Hold on, Miss Barbara. You got to click on you can't hardly because it's like really this one was so cheap. I can't hardly hear. It's like really low. Yeah. Oh, he said that's why he used his name. Listen, you guys. Poor denied. That's just all I have to say about denied. Poor denied that he's going through. But let me also say this about denied. When he went to New York, we know he went to New York because Armand Wiggins went to New York. And let's say that for all the YouTubers. Once they saw Armand getting the views, they all went. So you could give him credit on that, and he could pat himself on the back for being a leader and being a trendsetter, a trendsetter. But then it switched on him doing crazy stuff to go viral. Getting to
Right.
conversation and doing all types of, and then he was talking about Storm. I'm like, why is you talking about Storm? And Storm wasn't even in New York. Storm wasn't even in New York. Storm wasn't in New York at all. So what the world's going on? They said, Wally, how much is your StreamYard bill? I think it's $50 a month. I think it's $50 a month. If y'all can double check on StreamYard, I think it went up to $50 a month. Miss Barbara, I told you $50 a month, and my cash app is Wiley Show 1990. That's Miss Barbara. She want to bring the StreamYard back. Lord help her. Lord help her. But
let me
anyway.
turn. I'm about to turn my laptop on since she want to play. Hold on.
So anyway, so when Denal was in New York, we all said, even Prada, even you gave him credit, said, "Oh, he's doing a great job."
Right.
I think he said, just said you watch, and then he just shifted in his mind. Everybody's against him, and all this crazy stuff is going on. And this person do this, and he was just dragging people. And then he was dragging Tisa, and then I'm like, shouldn't you try to team up with her and see what she's doing now? Out of everybody there, he didn't get on the news and get on the news to do any news report and stuff like that. He didn't get the CNN. He didn't get the Nancy Grace. He didn't get the TMZ. Only thing he got was the shade room when he said he'll drink Miss
Miss
Combs'
Jan,
bathwater.
right. Childish.
Somebody said in here, Storm is friends with Sherelle World, and she tried to mediate between them. It's not gonna work because he loved beefing with people. It's not going to work. He loved beefing with people. That's what people don't understand. This man loved beef with people, and I haven't beef with a YouTuber like really. It's been a while since like really like get into like a beef. Like no, and I'm only reporting on this because I'm like, let me just report on this to see what the people have to say. And I know y'all is gonna get dark. I gotta get another light so it can be a little lighter in here, but y'all still can hear me, and we still here. And make sure y'all click the like button when y'all come on here. Click the like button, and Miss Barbara gonna send me a cash app so we can get back on the StreamYard so we can post because they got a lot of new changes on StreamYard. I don't know if you know this product, like a lot of new changes on there. You can post
Mm.
a chat on the screen. You can There's a lot of new changes they got on there, and then I can play my intros because they don't even let you play your intro no more if you don't have the premium no more.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
because
trifling.
they don't play no games. They don't play no games in there. They say you ain't beef with Storm 82. No, I'm not beef with them. No, uh-uh. And the only reason we brought up Storm because once Storm was on Lipstick Alley, and he was saying that he had a meeting with the Rock Nation, not Rock Nation. He had a meeting with
Yeah, Rock Nation.
he had a meeting with the lawyer, and they said that we need you to do this, put it on your platform. You got to fight against Rock Nation. And then Storm was like, "Oh no, I ain't got the money to fight against Rock Nation." But she also went on Tasha K live, and she did like a 2-hour interview. Well, I reported on it from the anonymous source because if somebody sent me something across my desk, something of this magnitude, I said, well, why not? Y'all will be here to listen to it and y'all give y'all thoughts on it. Yeah, they posted about it on Listing Alley about Storm. And this thing about denied, this was sent to me across my desk, and I read and I came across and I said, hey, read it across the desk. They brought it to me. They brought it to me. And I said, hey, I'll report about it. I'll send it to the people. If y'all got something to say about it, there you go. But I'm not gonna make fun of him being homeless. No. I actually feel sad. I really feel sad about it. Because he went to New York and it's something like that. If you ain't really had no housing, why would you spend money to go to New York and just waste money in New York? That doesn't make any sense to me. If it is true. But I've always noticed, I'm like, why is he going to DC and not back home? Remember I said that to you, Prada, because he said he was going to go to DC. Like, why is he not going back home?
Right.
And then when he was staying at, it looked like he was staying at a sketchy place. So it was a lot of stuff, but I had to bring it to you. He went to New York from Brazil. What? And then they
Deirdre.
say I didn't even watch when he went to Brazil. Like, okay, and y'all say he had a husband in Brazil, but who is the lady that was cash out and all that? That's who I need over here.
And who is the person who got his name tattooed on their
Oh,
neck?
I need them right over here. Cash out, put my name on there, put Wiley eye, put it on your left eye. Okay. Cause I'm like, who was the one that sent him all that money? hmm I know it's late, y'all, but we have to report on this. And listen, when the person sent it to me, they actually wanted me to see it. Cause when I checked my Instagram, I'm like, who is this?
Mm.
And they sent me paragraphs of stuff.
Oh.
And I said, hey, I'm gonna read it to the audience. Because I told you when I went live, I said I got some tea about denied.
Natasha, I'm gonna put out a bat signal.
How we find that woman? Yeah, how we find it. They say, yo, Wally, you
Miss
can't get to the
Barbara,
journal.
send the $50 to his Cash App. I thought we were going on StreamYard. Send the money. Send the money.
They said another subscriber paid for his login in New York. What? But why not just use you
Who
like
paid
okay?
for it? Oh my God, who paid for it?
Wow, so he got some good subscribers. So that just proved my point. If you got people paying for your login in New York, be like, hey, I'm homeless. Can you help out? Because people was helping me out with like resources and stuff like that. And I thank y'all. I thank y'all so. And I mean, we had Prada reach out. We had Natasha reach. We had so many people calling places and reaching out to get me off the streets. And I thank y'all for that. I really do thank y'all for that. And now here we are in our own room where we can go live and we don't have to rush. Oh Lord, let's not even go back to when I had a roommate and I couldn't go live and it would be a story. It'd be a juicy story. And then Prada was like, Wiley, you gotta go live. And I remember Prada said, we don't care, Wiley, you got yellow teeth. We don't care. We just want you on live. Because I was so ashamed not to go on live. I'm like, oh, I ain't got no haircut. Oh, I ain't got this. I'm like, what? And then you was like, we don't care. We want you on the live.
Right.
We want you on the live. But Denai is attractive. I mean, he's not ugly. Denai is not an ugly person. He on the inside of him was said as like when he said that my uncle S.A.'d me, no,
Mm-mm-mm.
that's not it. The reason why I probably said my uncle's name is because my uncle covered up a lot of stuff with my sister when she was assaulted, and that bothered me. And when I want sleep and eating, so you regurgitate all of those things. Now I'm on the medicine. I can be like, okay, I'm gonna leave it alone, leave it in this pack. Leave it alone. I'm not gonna say nothing about it and stuff like that. Well, my sister called me, and then my aunt died, and it was like, oh Lord, it was just so much. Then she fell out of the before she died. She fell out the bed at the nursing home, so it was like back to back to back to back to back to back stuff that was draining me, and it was a lot. Prada saw that I was going through a lot. Tasha saw that I was going through. I was going through a whole lot. I was going through a whole lot, and it was bothering me, and I was sad, and I was depressed, and I didn't have nobody in Vegas that I could like really talk to, and really because people going through their own situations, and you know what? I just crashed out. I crashed out. Well, I'm just saying. You said he doesn't look as good as he think that nose. I don't know if he had a nose job. He had a nose job? What?
Y'all is dragging.
Yeah, he said that he said that his mom. He said that my uncle S.A.'d me. He definitely said that about my mom.
Yo,
And then Storm said that my mom and my uncle conceived me. That they messed around and conceived me. Yeah, they was all type of crazy stuff. And then
right.
and then what made me look at Storm different when I got out of jail. He didn't want to bring me on the platform, but you trashed me. You dogged me. You trash man dog man. Then he started having problems not getting the clicks and views. The money thing I heard that he had to downgrade from his apartment that he had in Atlanta. He was staying in a nice apartment. I think it was like $6,000.
Mm.
Expensive luxury apartments. He
I
had to
would
move
never
from it,
pay $6,000 to live anywhere in Georgia.
and then he
Period.
had to move to another apartment. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is. And then you know what I'm saying. hmm And then at one point he wasn't getting many views on YouTube like that.
He
And then he
does,
had he
Deirdre.
had he had gained weight, stuff like that. But he was doing real good when he was with Von Ray. He was working out, getting his body together. Von Ray was cracking his back, walking on his back and stuff like that. He was doing real. He was doing real
Oh
good.
my God.
But a lot of these people really thought we was gonna be in prison. We was gonna be in prison for the rest of our life. Like they really was celebrating. And somebody posted, they said, "Now when Wilder was out, y'all ain't had nothing to say. Now he out.
Oh,
Now y'all ain't got nothing to say."
oh,
That's exactly what they was doing. So I'm just minding my own business now. They started selling. Yeah, I'm still in Vegas. Hey, love Vegas. Storm lost his fan base because he started going off on women and calling Sasha K all
facts.
kind of bees. Yeah,
Facts.
that was on
Remember
him.
when
Yep.
somebody exposed him? He went over on his Patreon and cursed her out, dragged her real bad, and somebody had recorded it and exposed him. And I think that's what Natasha is referring to, because I think that's when his base started leaving him.
You can't be doing that, especially when
Right.
your base is number one. And first of all, he should have stayed with Tasha because he
Facts.
always wants to get active. Because I remember when we was doing Two Man and Lady, he would say, while I'm doing acting classes, because I'm going to be doing movies with Tasha. I'm trying to be an
Mm-mm-mm.
actor.
Wow.
And I think he stopped doing the acting classes. And Tasha got movies on Tubi and stuff like that. And they paying her a nice piece of money. If you know anything about Tubi, they pays nice over there for the movies. Y'all might think it's low budget, and it may be, but it's a coin behind that because she ain't the only one doing low budget movies. What's the other dude name that violated? The one that said violated Raspy allegedly.
Chris Stokes.
Chris Stokes. He got low budget movies, and his company is worth 60 million, I think $600 million now. I think his film company is worth, and
Mm.
Marcus Houston is like co-owner of that. So yeah, and nothing wrong with that. He said that interviewed the roommate. He did. He really did. And I felt hurt that he interviewed my room because we were cool. He producer and the roommate told me about his mom was drinking.
Natasha.
I want to know what kind of drugs was stored on that thing that people want to see him on OnlyFans.
Oh my
Well, he
God.
did. He did the OnlyFans and everything. And then when he had interviewed my roommate, He tried to get a platform. He reached out to Storm. He reached out to Danny Robinson. He was gonna do King Payne, but he said since I don't like King Payne, he was gonna do King Payne interview. He was going to do, and he was doing all that stuff. Now, mind you, I knew that he stuttered, but y'all didn't know that. I never shared that information. Correct? I never shared that to talk to Prada to nobody. But
You
he
knew that
did
he
that.
what?
He stuttered.
Oh, right.
But I never shared that with nobody because that ain't nobody business.
Exactly.
So, but then when he went public, then that's when people was like, "Oh Lord," and stuff like that. And then when Danny Robinson asked him, "Is he obsessed with our mom?" I don't talk about these people when I'm not on the internet. When I'm on the internet, I don't mention these people. I really don't. Unless I see them on YouTube and I'm like, oh, I'll talk about it on YouTube, but I ain't obsessed with those people. I never even met these people in person. Never did. And I damn sure don't want to meet Denai because he like to run up on people, throw drinks on people and stuff like that. One time, Denai tried to get naked on my stream yard. He was all dancing, showing his body and stuff like that. I'm like, Denai, if you don't stop.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was trying to get naked, showing his body. He was posting like on his body and stuff like that on there.
Excuse me, hold on. Where is Miss Barbara?
I don't know what Miss Barbara at. Let me see if she's sending that cash out for the stream yard. So I'm about to check. Where's Miss Barbara? Oh, I can check right now.
Barbara.
They said Storm just wanted to talk about Wiley Payne. Yeah, he wanted to talk about, and I'm like, why is he so concerned about what I have? He even interviewed Rico. Had Rico
Y'all
like
is
all
dragging.
these old people.
Right, KO'd.
He did
KO
ask
said,
about
remember
me.
when? Yeah, just try. He asked Gil and Rico. Like, are you obsessed?
Yes, and then I'll need to get my lights. Is at Mr. Gill's house, but he said he changed the lock, so I gotta see if I get my lights back.
Not tell him to cut some hair from under his arms.
What?
Oh my God.
Who did that? No, she haven't sent it yet. We still waiting on Miss Barbara. 'Cause
Miss
I remember
Barbara,
one
where
time
are
Miss Barbara
you?
said she was gonna give me $250,000. She was
But
working
she
on the
got
deal.
upset with me earlier when I said that she always lying. Well, I mean, um, looking at your
Uh
track
huh.
record,
Yes. They said, "Why is your light so dark?" Listen, when the sun go down in this room, it's not a lot of light. It's on like two little lights and stuff like that. That's why it's dark and stuff like that. And then I gotta go to Mr. Gill house. I gotta call him, ask him, can I get permission to get my lights? But I do got camera lights. So I'm a,
Jekyll,
I'm a,
hola, Jekyll, hola, muchacha.
so I'm gonna reach out to him and see if I can be able to get it and stuff like that. And then he got my table and my chair. I'm gonna see if he can reach out and I can get my chair and my
Thief.
table back. But I don't
He a
know if he'll let me
thief.
get it.
You ought to file a police report and say he stole it.
They said Miss Barbara at the liquor store buy individual
Not she
black
at
and
the
mild
liquor store.
cigarette.
I'm weak.
What? What? But listen, you guys, we only missed it tonight because it ran across my desk, and Miss Barbara is mad at Denai because she said Denai talked about her today in the show. Okay,
Don't
that's
nobody,
what
Miss
Miss.
Barbara, that's what you came up here to talk about? We don't care.
That's what she said. And she said she can't click on the link. She tried to click on the link, and she's going to send me the $50 to go on StreamYard. That is what the lady said.
So how I clicked on the link?
That's what they say. I'm right here with all the technology of Apple and
Miss
can't get
Barbara,
on this
Miss Barbara,
damn
stop
YouTube
playing and
package.
click the link. Get your ass
I
up
don't,
here and stop
I don't think
playing.
it can be three people. I think it's just one at a time. I think. And so Wiley's not going to pay StreamYard if I send him that money while he lies. Can't wait to get up there. Ma'am, you didn't send it. You didn't send it to. I would get on the StreamYard. You didn't send it to me. So how you say I'm lying? You say you offered and now you change your mind. That means you weren't gonna send in the first place. You could have kept.
Exactly. Why did you say you were gonna send him 50? See, but then you got upset because I said you always lying. You just told 5 different lies.
She just get up there and there for like
I
that's
can't
it,
wait to get
child.
up there. I can't wait till you send him the money you said you were gonna send him. So you can get up here after you send the money. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. And okay, let's do a poll. How many of y'all think that Denai is homeless? How many of y'all think if y'all think he homeless, press one. If y'all think he's not homeless, press two. Because I need to know. And then I need to see if y'all get on that site. Product, can you see if you can get on that site? I can.com. Do
It
you have
might
your
be a
laptop with
virus.
you?
Yeah, I have my
Oh,
laptop. Because I was waiting to get on StreamYard with Barbara.
put do y'all think he homeless?
Welcome to I can't. This site is accessible to approved users only. To be approved, you must first register. I'm not registering for nothing, man.
Yeah, that's I didn't want to do it. I'm gonna see if I can
The hell?
register on my troll account.
Right.
Because I need to see what she have on the website.
Exactly. Can
I
I
want
have
to
a
see
peek?
what's up
I
on the
need a
website.
peek first. A sneak peek. Talking about some register.
Yeah, I don't believe Denai could be homeless because he could sling peen. Because my peen is on retirement. I ain't saying nothing. But if I went to New York, if I went, it probably was like, Wiley, don't go to New York. Because if I went to New York, I'd have had to sling peen every day.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't even be able to focus on the Diddy trial because he'd be having like slinging peen every day. Then the police would be calling. He like to beat on his dog.
Jesus.
Allegedly, they say
I'm
They say he
weak.
hit his dog, so they called the cops and stuff like that. I can't be around nobody like that.
I can't.
Yeah, because he did offer me to move to New York though, but I'm like it wouldn't have been free because I would have to be humping him, and I'm not gonna want to do that every day. Pretty much not at all because I'm not in the headspace to even want to do that. Part of why
Wiley,
in
you
me
got
Virgo.
you have Virgo and Capricorn placements
Where at?
in your zodiac chart, your birth chart.
Really, I don't know anything about my birth chart.
I'm weak.
He too feminine actor to slang. Well, yeah, but my thing is, I really do feel bad for if he is really homeless. Y'all need to reach out to him and we can get this resolved. If y'all think he homeless, let me see.
Don't you have
If
his number, Wiley?
I did, oh, you did my chart.
Mm.
Okay, yeah. So I have a Virgo and Capricorn placement. Okay, what do that mean? Is that something good or something bad? And that's something good or something bad? I'm just saying. I'm on the live. I'm here. So is that something good or something bad? They said that's the devil Wiley. I don't know. The Scorpio Sun, the Aquarius rising, Virgo Moon. What is that? Oh, okay, it's good. Okay, that's good then. Okay,
Oh, I can
okay,
see that. That's
okay.
interesting.
I don't know what that means, but okay. Yes, I need to get my lights, and then I need to get a laptop. Somebody today help me with a laptop. Hopefully they come through because I had so many people come to this platform and promise me things. There was one lady, oh Wally, I'm gonna get you in the extended stay. I'm gonna put you in the extended stay. And when it was time to pay, crickets. But then she got
I'm
into it with the
weak.
subscriber. You didn't defend me with that subscriber was cussing me out. And so I'm like, for what? And I'm like, you didn't even do it. I said, you know what? It ain't even been me.
Yikes.
They said you and Prada have a connection. Oh yeah, we speak all the
I
time. They say
am.
you
I
mess with
am a
each other.
Scorpio rising.
They said Denai Gina is what's that? Misogynistic, and so is his female subs don't want to send him cash anymore. What?
Oh,
Well, send it over here to the
yikes.
Wiley Show. Y'all donate. We got to pay our court fees next month. Donate.
Period.
They said get one from the pawn shop. A laptop for the pawn shop. Okay, donate if I get one from the pawn shop. I probably
Miss
get a nice one
Barbara.
from the pawn shop. Oh, you know,
Miss
Miss Barbara.
Barbara, can you donate to the Cash App so
Miss
Wiley can
Barbara just
get a laptop?
because when I get a laptop, ooh, baby, we really gonna be going live on
And
StreamYard.
then we can be on StreamYard. Miss
Yes.
Barbara, can
Then we
you
can do
donate the
screen.
apartments? Can you donate the money that you've earned from selling apartments this week and last week to the
She
Cash
be
App?
selling apartments, Miss Barbara, with her name. I'm like,
Remember
what?
that used to be her name on here.
Yeah, selling apartments.
Apartments available in New York.
Yeah. She was really going through something about that. Yeah, I don't know if she could click on there, y'all. But yeah, we was trying to get her on here. We try to get on there.
Walmart sell cheap laptops for $300 every day. What is $5,000 in New York City? Send the money. Send $300 and then send $5,000.
Okay.
The fuck?
She talking like that, like she got like that. Send the money. Send the money.
I don't know why Miss Barbara be trying to beef with everybody. Just sit down in
Yeah,
your
she was tired.
wig.
She was tired of it. Oh, okay. Now this thing with malagograms, you guys. I just seen this video run across my desk. They said the judge demands malagograms passwords immediately.
Oh no. What is she gonna
What?
do? Oh gosh.
They said they demand her passwords immediately.
Bella.
What? That donate her whole check.
KO, I'm not talking about the link. She said she was sending him $50 so she can get on StreamYard. And then she came back and said Wiley is not going to use the money to pay for StreamYard, so she's not sending it.
So I'm going to read it here. They said after a 40-minute discovery here in Milagro, Elizabeth Cooper has until July 15th to provide her Discord account login to the FTI Consulting to start discovery production. Milagro also have to change her deposition date originally agreed on July 1st to July 21st. The court will also defer ruling on potential is it stipulation and Megan's request for sanctions till after deposition. Milagro must
Right.
also provide Megan's team with deleted messages slash WhatsApp messages from her cell phone per discovery request. Lastly, Milagro must pay all reasonable expenses, including attorney fees incurred by Megan's team litigating the discovery dispute. Get info on the documents below.
Yeah.
What?
So she has to
Wow, that
start paying the attorney's fees now?
that's what this thing's pretty
Oh
much
my
saying.
gosh.
And I
Yikes.
know when I was on her Instagram, she was pretending to be unbothered, taking pictures, like naked, not naked pictures, but exotic pictures and stuff,
Yikes.
going out trying to act about it. But this is bothering her. I could tell.
How much is Megan suing her for?
I don't know that answer.
Let me see.
She's trying to act out about it. This is definitely bothering her. Like this is crazy. Like, but what even I'm gonna repeat what Armand said. She should have never got involved that deep and getting sued. Like got
Fact.
involved with the family like that. Because these
Exactly.
people will leave you high and dry. They dragging this lawsuit. The girls don't want to have any money. She need to file for bankruptcy. Well, filing for bankruptcy now ain't gonna stop this case from moving forward. They don't even want the money. They just don't want her on the internet no more. I'm gonna tell you that. They don't want her on the internet no more. They just don't want her on the internet. When you being a pick me, that's what happened. You're definitely right, Natasha. I'm definitely reading. Well, you're definitely a pick me. Blog is what happened when being a pick goes bad. Yeah, I'm definitely.
Right.
But you know, another piece too that Milagro had to understand that because of all the stuff she did to Megan, Megan is making her business to make an example out of her.
Oh
And
my
said she
God.
about to be on the couch with a nosy hoe. LOL. And what happened with her? She had got banned off YouTube too.
Yeah.
She was going through stuff too. Yeah,
Somebody said she almost got kidnapped in Colombia.
really.
Yeah.
It
Well, Miss
said you can't
Barbara, why
join
don't you
stream. The host have the maximum guess.
Miss Barbara, if you could just send the money for StreamYard, we can all get on there. Everybody.
Then she on that cussing. The mouth for mighty get the F out so I can see if I can come in. Maybe he's only allowing one person. No, YouTube only allow one person. They don't allow more than one person on YouTube. Okay, Miss Barbara.
Why is
I'm
she
just
so
saying.
angry? Stupid little bald head woman.
Yeah, she always get angry. That's Miss Barbara for you. That's Miss Barbara for you. It
Pray
said
for
you have the
her.
maximum amount of people I can't join. Okay. Well, we'll let you up if you just bear with me, okay?
Send the money for StreamYard. Send a donation.
It said, how did you get the link to work, Miss Barbara? Or why do you is it KOD? KOD?
I believe
If
it's
you
KO.
if you text my number, the 702, I can text you the link. So probably just text me the link to the 702 whenever you get a chance. Yeah, if you text it.
Cause she unruly, acting like a out of control pit bull.
Yeah, but the people that's in here about the night, I had to repeat on there, and I read it, stuff that was going on. I'll read it again, so people will know. And said, "Wally, whatever happened to Sister Cassandra?"
I just
Yeah,
asked you about her the other day. Remember? We were talking about all the
uh-huh.
old people that used to call in.
Yeah, I miss her. They probably still watch, but just don't call in. Oh, you want to hear him talk? Okay, let me see if he could text me, and then I can text him the link. So when Prada texts me the link, then if he texts me, I can text him the link. Hold on, let me charge my other phone up because this phone. Let me send that thing. This phone about to. We are live and y'all watching. It's over 100 people. We finally get back in the algorithm.
Yay. Hi.
Yay!
Right, Darcy. Now she's trying to hop up here. No, ma'am, you are not coming up here until
Oh,
you
okay.
send a cash out.
Prada, text me if you can text me the link so I can text it to him because he just texted me.
How you texted me the link?
I know. Oh, let me see if I can text it to myself. Hold on. How do you text the link? Is it this? No, it's like that. I'm getting off camera.
Text it to your other phone.
I'm trying to see how do I do it. Oh, okay. Oh, I think I gotta remove. Hold on, let me see. I don't want to remove you, but I think I gotta remove you in order to text the
Yeah,
guest.
if that's because I think that's the only way someone else can come up.
Yeah, and then I'm a hold on. Let me do this. Hold on, Prada. Okay, let me text him the link. Give me a second. Let me text him the link. Yeah, I'm a texting on my phone. I just did it. So now Let me see. There you go. So we got it to work. They said, yes, Barbara, you can cash out through your iPhone. What you promised Wiley? Come on now. Well, she said she ain't gonna cash out me. She tried it. There we go. So the person that on here, I can text it to myself. So now, if Prada, you want to come back on, you can come back on. Let me see who else is trying to. Let me see if he's gonna come on. Now, Miss Barbara, it's your chance if you wanted to say something. How you say it's not letting you up? Let me text it to you, girl. Hold on. You just said it had a max amount of people on there. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna read the denied thing again. There we go. I text it to you. I'm gonna read the. Where's it at? Okay. So the people that just joining in, this is what I read across my desk about denied. The real reason Denied is crashing out and going after everyone is because he is homeless. He is no longer living at blah 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 blah. He played with his abused ex-partner Brian, a white man who was in the Push It Out video that Danny Robinson has on her website, ican't.com. When Denat went to Brazil, he was already being evicted by Bryant, who was trying to get away from him in his abusive ways. Denat did so many evil things to Bryant, including harassing his family and employment. Denat ran to Brazil, pretended to have a fiance there, who Lady T showed everyone didn't want him. This is all real true tea from someone who knows. And, and now he has gotten himself into a bit of a spot. He is staying in the hotel, pretending to be the same apartment, which is not. So he said that you were homeless, sweetheart. He is homeless and crashing out. Denai is a true narcissist and a psychopath. He can never feel love or truly give it. I believe God is a healer, and I can and um is healer and can heal all, but you have to want it. Deny is demon possessed and has been for a long time. He's actually crying out for help. If you listen to what he said today on his live, he said, I wish I wasn't beautiful because if I were, then you all would say, how dare you do all this? Remember, Lucifer was the most beautiful angel. Danny's website is ican't.com. That's what he said. That is what was ran across my desk. Love Prada. I'ma go to bed. I have a hot girl weekend. I'ma go to bed. Oh, okay. Hey, hey, Kiki. You been a member for a long time. Welcome, welcome. Yes, we have to read that. We have to read that about the night. So if something else pop up, I will definitely let y'all know. Definitely, if something else pop up, I will definitely let y'all know. This was a good show today. Did y'all enjoy the show? And I'll be back live tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love you. Tomorrow. It's surely the dum. All right. So if you want to contribute to our show, you go to the Cash App Wiley Show 1990. Y'all pray for tonight. If ever pray for him, put him in your prayers because we don't know if this is true or not. they're saying that Deny is homeless. So just pray for your brother when you go to bed. Put him on your fast and pray. Nobody's came up. I sent the link out to to 2 people. So nobody came up. Definitely praying for him. No, keep him in your prayers. Even if people is nasty, still pray. You said call you. Do you want me to text you the Cash App link? I enjoy the show. We'll start from the beginning. It said, who said that? Listen, this is an anonymous source that reached out to us. An anonymous source. Anonymous source reached out to us. And our Cash App is Wiley Show 1990. So I will know him after that crash out. What? I gotta watch that video that he's talking about me. I gotta watch that video, y'all. It said good night. I definitely gotta watch that video. Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay.
Okay, go
I,
ahead.
I just wanted to talk about the situation that was going on with the knot.
Yeah.
So from what I recall, because I watched both of y'all channels for a while, it's it just seemed like out of nowhere he did just start attacking you, and I can't figure out what you did. Like when he was going in on you being homeless, and I was like, well, if he's homeless, we all know why, right? But we don't know why
Yes.
you're homeless because you went from LA to Brazil and then Brazil to New York. And then you said now he's in DC. And I'm like, oh, so he really just threw his life away in LA because I don't know if you know, but he had a car. I remember seeing him doing lives from his car. So he must have sold his car and thought that he was going to create a whole new life in Brazil because I remember him shouting out, you know, the guy that he was going to visit in Brazil and talking about how, his audience members were going to be jealous because he had some exotical down in Brazil. And then he gets down to Brazil and he's hanging out with them and come to find out he gets robbed. This is what he said. He got robbed. And then the lady T girl, she posted their uh their DMs. And in the
What?
DMs, he told her that his phone got stolen and that he must have had a backup one. So she sent him money to leave Brazil because he was caught up in a robbery. And then
Oh
from
Lord.
Brazil, he had gotten another subscriber, the one that because he calls both of them she did it, right? But the other subscriber, that's a subscriber who was giving everybody money. Like he was opping up, she was opping up, she was getting with his ops. Like one of them was 82, right? Like out of nowhere, she just started going to 82's chat, talking about I'm giving you this money for voice lessons. Because he wanted to sing, he telling everybody he wanted to sing. So he was just like uh that woman used his acting, Donat's acting, ambitions to help him go to acting school because he used to talk about going to acting school all the time. I'm with Will Smith's acting coach. Then he just stopped talking about that, and I couldn't figure out why did he stop talking about it? Oh, that's because she stopped. His supporter. I want to say her name is She Paints. She went to his op, which is 82, started giving like she'll give money like $100 here, $100 there in one chat. So you can imagine how all of that can accrue up. He fell out with Ralph DeWise, and according to them, another YouTuber, she bought him a car. So if you play your
What?
cards right, maybe she'll come up to your chat.
Okay.
Maybe she'll come into your chat and give you some money because you really struggling. See, that they didn't need the money. You know,
Facts.
82 is fine with his uncle, and Ralph is good with his white woman. So, like you don't have nobody helping you out like that. So that's the reason why you should keep on
Yeah.
doing this beef, and then maybe she'll appear.
Yes. Because when I tell you when I woke up today, they sent me that tea. I'm like, what the world is going on with that? Now, do you believe that he's homeless?
I believe he's unhoused. We don't use homeless no more. That's PC. I think he's unhoused and he needs he probably doesn't have anywhere to stay, but Denard's half Jamaican, so he probably rubbing booties for some money. Who knows?
Who knows? But
you know,
because he could have stayed in his car, but if he sold his car, then that's
he
something.
could have that's why I say he had to sell his car because he couldn't have moved to Brazil because he was talking about moving out of the country. Right.
Wow.
So I was expecting him to like do travel vlogs and like go Brazil, show us different parts of Brazil. But then all of a sudden he was at the case in the Diddy case in New York, and that was going well for him. And then all of a sudden that fell off. So there's something going on behind the scenes we just don't know. But
Wow.
I when he took a clip from his live to attack you. I was like, you must have said something that really, really upset him because he made that a clip. Put your name in the
I
title.
I really wasn't talking about him. I really laid low on him. I did say that he shouldn't have lied to the security officers about Gene Deal. I said that's crazy because you're playing with the law. You shouldn't be playing with the law like that. But other than that, I
Oh,
didn't
but
say nothing too bad about
well, in his defense, he did say you did put his name in your title. So you're trying to get clicks and views because that's the
him.
reason why he's mad. He's mad that all those people got all those views off of what the situation that happened between him and Gene Deal. So he didn't get any money off of that. And like you said, it's not like Tisa Tell and Armand, they got on major platforms where, all we saw him was on like the neighborhood talk and the shade room, and he couldn't build off of that like they could. And it didn't help that his channel got taken away.
Wow. And nobody told him to go out the storm to lose his channel or something like that because I guess because he was saying that Storm did it. Nobody told him to. He could have just stayed focused on the Diddy stuff, so he could be on CNN or MSNBC or what was the other one that was interviewing a lot of the people. They interviewed Armand a couple of times. What was the name of that network, you guys? News Now, Newsmax, or News One, or something like that. And then Nancy Grace, he didn't get on any of those platforms. So I listen. If he is unhoused, I'm definitely praying for him because I don't want to see nobody unhoused, especially in California. 'Cause that it's a lot of unhoused people in California. I'm definitely praying for him. Definitely praying for him. But I am going to watch that video when he said I'm going to come back, and I got to respond because he mentioned me in a video in a clip, y'all. So I got to come back. And also, yes, TMZ and TMZ. This your first time coming on the Wiley Show.
Well, Wiley, I'm gonna bring up when you were going through that stuff last year, and I was sending money, and you told me that wasn't enough. I was like, oh, okay. And then you told me that I needed to go to well, because I was watching Couture Bay. Couture Bay was like, you need to start watching Wiley, and then I did, and then you were like, well, go back to Couture Bay, and I was like, I sure will. I will take my pennies
Did I
and
say
go
that?
about my business.
What did I say
Yeah, because you
that?
said, and you did tell the truth because I didn't believe you at the time. You were like, well, most of that money's going to go to YouTube anyways. I was like, oh, okay. Now I can see why not as upset because a lot of us put money through
YouTube
YouTube because it's easier. So,
is
and you don't
easier.
know when you go through Cash App, I don't know if that's going directly to you because when I cash up anybody's, I'll send $1 first and then I send the rest of their money. I might send you
Yeah.
$1. You might think I'm joking. So I'm like, no, I don't send nobody no Cash App, no Zelle. I'll just do it through YouTube and whatever they take out, you know,
Yes.
That's the
Cause so a
luxury.
lot of his people did send money through YouTube, and I'm assuming that he did not get that money. I'm still sad that YouTube is not letting him get that money though. That's crazy. So they're gonna. So I'm assuming YouTube refunded back the money. I'm assuming whoever gave money refunded back.
Okay, I
It's
hope so. Cause I'd
crazy.
be so mad that if I sent the money to a supporter and and then their channel gets gone and they don't get that money.
Yeah, because he was really feeling bad about that because he did multiple videos saying that it's 15,000, then it's 20,000. He really need that money. I mean, 15,000, that ain't no small amount. That's a nice size amount.
Oh, one other thing too. The reason why he's going after Storm is because of the issue that he had with Sherelle and Perry. When
Okay.
Sherelle and Perry and him, Sherelle and Perry linked up to go against 82, right? And they were going at 82 for a good second because Sherelle accused 82 of talking about Sherelle's sick mom, right? And she was crying, and she got a whole, she has a lot of followers behind her. So her goal, and I guess Denot's goal was to try to get 82 canceled, and it almost worked. But just like people were saying in Sherelle's chat, they were like, "That's not gonna last long, y'all little alliance against 82." And sure enough, Denot came out right around this time talking about, "Oh yeah," and she wasn't talking about uh uh 82's mom. 82's mom wasn't talking. No, what was it? What's her name? Sherelle wasn't
Sherelle.
talking about the mother. 82 wasn't talking about Sherelle's mother. She couldn't prove that. And then 82 was like, I told y'all, see, the whole time, I told y'all I wasn't talking about that lady mom. But by that time, it was too late. That message had already been sent out there, and she won off of that. And then all of a sudden, you know, did not start talking about that Sherelle was trying to get him to reconcile with Storm behind the scenes. And Denot was like, nah, I'm good on him. I don't know why he was like that, but he was like, I didn't want to, you know, I don't want to be friends with him because he's never supported me. So that's the reason why I don't want to be his friends because he's like that with the bigger. If you have bigger numbers and you're not supporting him, he's not cool with you. Like Tasha K, it's the Storm Monroes. There's a lot of people. The Nick at Nights. Yeah, they're cool with him, but they won't come on the show. They won't shout him out, and that's one thing he doesn't like about them is the bigger platform people don't help him out. But Denot will say, "Well, I helped other YouTubers like he helped Ralph DeWise. Ralph DeWise was introduced to everybody through Sherelle's platform, and then they fell out, and because they fell out, he got a car. So Wiley, just keep on beefing with him. Denot is right about that. If you beef with the right people, you get some blessings, and maybe she'll come around and get you some money. You're just going to start seeing money in the super chats saying, you're doing a good job and I love you. Now, what she's doing behind the scenes, I believe or not. I believe that this lady was trying to get with him, and that she was trying to send him unsolicited photos that he didn't want to see, but he took that money. But he didn't learn from Storm that you don't mess around with a subscriber because that can get you in trouble because it almost cost Storm his channel.
Yeah, because he was messing with a subscriber. Yes, I remember that. Well, thanks, man, for coming on.
Oh yeah, shout out to Daily Dose. That's where I met her at. We used to be on the Notch channel, cutting up.
Oh Lord. They said Denai is too busy on YouTube. He's fighting people, friends with them tomorrow, being shady about the friendship the next. People like him. He doesn't need all that. Oh wow. Oh wow. Miss Barber, do you want to come on? This is your chance. Come on, Miss Barbara. Do, 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 do. You can definitely come on, Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara, this is your chance. So come on. There should be no excuse. This is your chance. She is definitely on. You definitely come on. All right. Little black boy, you beautiful. Do you know what happened between Denai and Sade Boy? I don't know. I don't know anything about that because it's always something. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.